Hello, and welcome to In Case You Missed It, Black Audacity Style. Now, today we will bring you up to date on last week's hot topics that you may have missed. I'm Lawanda Morris, CEO of Black Audacity Magazine, and your host for this evening. Now, today we'll be discussing who will be headlining next year's 57th Super Bowl. Oh my God, I'm super excited. Okay. All right. We'll also get into telling you why you should stand after every meal. We're also going to talk about some heartbreaking news about a Black gymnast who was overlooked during a medal ceremony. We'll get into the corruption, bribery, and extortion charges one U.S. senator is facing. Then we'll wrap with a few hot topics as well as breaking news headlines, including a tragedy that occurred down in South Carolina. So pour yourself a drink, grab a snack, and let's get into it. In political news, there are calls for Senator Bob Menendez to resign. There have been accusations and now an indictment against him and his wife, accusing them both of federal corruption charges after prosecutors found $480,000 in cash in their New Jersey home. Along with the cash, they also found a very expensive Mercedes-Benz and gold bars, which you may have heard of. And that's just to name a few items, but all items confiscated are alleged to be bribes. Generally speaking, senators only make about $174,000 a year. So it's being said that that kind of salary is not enough to afford all the confiscated items found in the Menendez's home. The cash was stuffed in envelopes and found in hidden places all around the house, including clothes, closets, safes. Menendez claims he is innocent and says the money was legitimately earned and saved over the last 30 years of his career. Now, multiple senators, both Democratic and Republican senators, have all called for Menendez to resign. NBC reporters have put out various statements from senators, including Senator Brown from Ohio, who in a statement said Senator Menendez is entitled to the presumption of innocence, and we know that he is, right? But the people of New Jersey and the United States Senate are entitled to an effective senator. Now, Menendez professes his innocence, and he claims that he is being targeted because of his heritage. This is not the first time the senator has had a corruption scandal surrounding him. He was able to escape the last scandal. Let's see how this one plays out. Now on to sports. A young Black girl was passed over at her gymnastics medal ceremony in Ireland. The incident occurred at a Gym Start event in March of last year, but the video has resurfaced on social media, as many things do. In the footage, you can see when you watch the video, all the young girls lined up receiving medals, but the Black girl was clearly skipped over by the grown woman handing out the medals. Now, the event officials even went over to get more medals after running out and still didn't give the only little Black girl on the stage a medal. Now, I don't know about you, but this pisses me off. These are children. Why was this little girl not giving a medal? Why didn't any other adult on the platform say anything? There were other officials, photographers, camera operators, etc., all just standing there. Apparently, I'm not the only person upset by this because no child deserves to be treated like this, especially not by adults, like grown people who are supposed to know better, right? Well, four-time Olympic gold medalist, the Simone Biles, who we all love, expressed her feelings on the matter. And in a statement, she said, it broke my heart to see, so I sent a little video. There is no room for racism in sports or at all. For that matter, I agree with Simone 100%. Officials from the organization who hosted the event have since apologized and assured the public that the young gymnastic star did receive her medal before she left the event. They also said that it was an honest mistake on their part. Was it though? Well, CNN also reported that the little girl's mother spoke to the Irish Independent, and she stated that they are often the only Black family at these gymnastics events, And this has been very, very hurtful to her whole entire family, her daughter especially. It's very sad, but the family is still participating in Gymnastics Ireland events with this same organization. Now, I am hoping that nothing like this ever happens again. I know that had to be incredibly upsetting, and I want to just send my thoughts and prayers to the family and tell them to keep their heads up. Tell the little girl, little princess, keep your head up. You can't wear a crown with your head hanging down. So let this experience fuel you to be the very best that you can be, and be on the very best stages in the world and present your gift in such a big way that no one can ever again overlook you and your talent. Keep shining like the bright star that you are. In health news, studies now show a good way to lower blood sugar is a simple walk. Yep, that's right. A 2002 study in the Sports Medicine Journal determined that walking, even standing after a meal, can help reduce glucose levels. Aidan Buffy, a doctoral student in Ireland and co-author of this study, told CNN reporters that breaking prolonged sitting with standing and light walking throughout the day is very beneficial. Our muscles, they need glucose to function, and movement helps to clear sugars from the bloodstream. So next time you eat, remember to stand, walk, or engage in any or some way, some movement, even walking around the house or down the street, down the block. Any movement helps. At least taking time, 20 minutes out of your day to be active is helpful. People who are physically active for about 150 minutes per week are 33% less likely to develop or die from non-communicable diseases. Now, I think I will take that 33%. Listen, right after this, I'm going walking, and I hope you all will join me. Okay. Okay. I am so excited about this. OMG. All right. 8-time Grammy Award-winning R&B star Usher will be headlining next year's Super Bowl halftime show in Las Vegas. Now, the New York Times reported that Usher said, "It's an honor of a lifetime to finally check a Super Bowl performance off my bucket list. I can't wait to bring the world a show unlike anything else they've seen me do before. Thank you to the fans and to everyone who made this opportunity happen." In last year's Super Bowl, we had an amazing performance by Rihanna herself, performed from 15 to 60 feet off the ground. I know everybody remembers that, all while pregnant. Remember, she did the whole reveal? Well, the year before was all about hip hop. The performance was legendary, which included some of our favorite LA rappers such as Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar. And next year, I'm super excited to see Usher, and I'm sure he will not disappoint. I can't wait to see him perform his collection of hit songs and dance moves. It's gonna be so awesome. I cannot wait. Now, last but certainly not least, in breaking news and hot topics, some sad news. A German Shepherd was shot and killed at a dog park in Nashville, Tennessee, earlier last month. Now, the dog was reportedly shot a total of 6 times by an unidentified man who claims he feared for his life at a dog park. The dog was not on a leash, which is a violation of the park rules. However, onlookers like Ariana Kaufman, who spoke to Nashville News Channel 5, said that the dog was friendly. Kaufman gave a rundown of the event. She said she heard the commotion and looked over to see a man firing his gun at the German Shepherd. The shooter was not arrested, but the case is still open and under investigation. Now, in more breaking news and more sad news, 3 teens are dead and 1 is injured in South Carolina due to a dispute from a couple of years ago. ABC News reported that the slain teens were identified as 16-year-old Jacoby Fanning, 17-year-old Drayvon Riley, and 16-year-old Khalid Wise. Now, the sheriff reported that the shooters were also themselves young teenagers, one being only 14 years old. This story is so sad for all the families of those young teens. I send my condolences to all impacted. Let's stop gun violence. Another hot topic that hasn't had a whole lot of coverage, which I'm surprised about. It happened in mid-September when a lifelong New England Patriots fan died after being punched in the head while attending a football game on Sunday, December the 17th at Gillette Stadium. Now, Dale Mooney collapsed after a fight erupted between him and nearby fans. Mooney was rushed to the hospital after the incident and pronounced dead just before midnight. It's just crazy. This is a crazy story to me. The preliminary autopsy report did not suggest traumatic injury, but it did identify a quote unquote medical issue that Mooney suffered that could have been a contributing factor to his death. That's it. That's all we know. I do hope that the team has been in contact with the Mooney family. I haven't heard whether or not they have, but I hope they have. This is such a strange and tragic story. Don't you think? Don't you agree with me? Well, we certainly send our condolences to the Mooney family. And finally, did you miss the 2023 National HBCU Week and the White House Initiative on Historically Black Colleges and Universities? Well, it began in Arlington, Virginia on September 25th. And this year's theme is raising the bar for forging excellence through innovation and leadership, with guest speakers including the Vice President Harris and President Joe Biden. The White House Initiative on HBCUs was originally established by President Jimmy Carter in 1980, who recently celebrated his 99th birthday. Happy birthday, President Carter. Now, for those who don't know, the HBCU Week is a week of events dedicated to helping HBCUs be successful and compete for top opportunities. Let's give a shout out to all those awesome HBCU students. You are Black excellence personified. Well, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed today's segment of In Case You Missed It, Black Audacity Style. Now, don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button to see more Black Audacity YouTube content. I'll see you here next Monday, same time, same place. I'm your host, LaWanda Morris, CEO of Black Audacity Magazine, and we are unapologetically and unambiguously Black Audacity. Thanks for watching and see you next time.